Welcome, race fans, to the Stickers and Scuffs podcast with Cam K and Braden Bunn. True Canadian race fans. This show is presented by Remax Jack. Call Remax Jack and start to pack. Green flag is out. Let's get this podcast underway.
Welcome back to the Stickers and Scuffs podcast. We are here with driver number 3 for Hryniuk-Hall Motorsports, and he's got Hryniuk in his name. It's Michael Hryniuk Jr., driver of the number 15. Now he's got a lot of sponsors, so let me see if I can remember this. He's got Tim Campbell Real Estate on there. Oh geez, he's got Qwick Wick now on there, Graydon. So we got know that one. DuraView. Did I say that right? DuraView?
Yeah.
Oh geez, what's the peppers one? He's got some. What's the hot sauce company on it?
The hot sauce.
There we go. Reinhardt Auctions. Ken LePain
Trucking. Yeah.
LePain Trucking. Brimstone Games, which has a sick logo. I love that one. Jesus.
I got a couple covered up here too. I got Action Trailers out in my backyard.
Action Trailers, that's another
Canada
one.
Right here.
Land Shark, there we go.
Shark. So we got Guaranteed Comfort. That's a new one picked up this year.
Right.
And then the team Tim Campbell, obviously, Real Estate. We got it's tough to remember when you got lots. It's great, honestly.
If they made the patches out of Nomex, you could make a fire suit out of all your sponsors' logos.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, I probably couldn't. It'd probably help me during some interviews to remember some of them.
You just got to look down then, right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in school again studying. It's for my sponsors. Honestly, I can't complain, though. It's great. The support's awesome. So,
on that subject, while we're talking about it, your family, the Hryniuk-Hall Motorsports as a whole, are very good at sponsor relationships. Can you just tell us a little bit about that, Junior?
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, a lot of it is, like you said, it's a relationship. Like I don't look at them as just my sponsors. You know, we're a family now. It's a business, right? We treat them like our own. They're a part of the team just as much as the other guys. And I think that's huge. You know, they deserve everything because you know what? They put me on the track every week to race. So they deserve as much credit as our setup guy, as my spotter, as myself. I wouldn't be racing if it wasn't for them. And yeah, you know, we just treat them like one of us. And I think that's, I think they appreciate it. And I think that's huge. And in the racing community, in any sporting event community, anything that involves sponsors, I think everybody should look at it that way.
Wow, that's an A+ answer right there. That's on Vargas territory, I think, so far as one of our best responses.
Wow.
Well said, man.
Yeah, that's, you know, the only reason I say is because it strikes exactly the same way that he made it sound with his sponsors. It's exactly the same way that they're you know, they're family and you build those relationships. How did you know that racing is for you? Obviously, your dad raced. You're around people that race all the time. But what made you say, you know what, I can do this too, or I can do it better than my dad did?
It's a tough question because honestly, as a kid, I was always obviously like to go fast. I had four-wheelers growing up, things like that. I liked my toys. I liked being around the track. I grew up at the racetrack, but it wasn't in my vision for a long time. I was a hockey player. You know, I played a high level of hockey. I was just heading in that path. All I saw was hockey. I was never really interested in doing it. I hot lapped the junior late model up in Grand Bend at my uncle Brad's track, you know, a handful of times when I was a kid. Didn't really like fall in love with it at the time. It was more just kind of fun. It kind of freaked me out in a way. And then honestly, as I got older, more mature, I kind of gained respect for racing itself. And then my dad got sick there in 2017, I believe. I was just like, I didn't think he would do it. His big thing all my life was, you're not racing cars. That was my thing, not yours. Yours is hockey. It always. And I said to him, I'm like, hey, why don't you throw me in the pro late model? Like, I kind of want to turn some laps. And then he didn't really take me seriously at that time. Ended up happening. And then just after that, honestly, it just kind of paved the path. And I was like, yeah, I'm all in. Like, That's it. I was all in. That was my decision. My dad said to me, hey, listen, you got to be all in or you're not in. So I had to make that decision. And from there, that's where we're at now.
Whew. These stories have been great, Graydon, so far, eh?
Yeah, man. This is, I mean, we can't be watching racing or at the track right now. It's great to hear these stories and kind of get to know you guys, but it gets the heart racing so that when we do get there, we'll be rooting hard for you guys.
Yeah, something to talk about. I miss it. Yeah. It sucks. We're coming out though. In July, we'll be racing. I know it. Yeah,
that's what it seems like. You got a little bit of experience, similar to Kevin. It seems like last year you got a little bit of racing in, but that was it, right?
Yeah.
It's been a long time. But you've been in the series a couple years. You've been Rookie of the Year. What do you like about this series? Because I'm not trying to make it sound like it's not worth it or anything like that. It's just not as well known as I think it should be. Up here in Canada, we really know the Pinty series, and that's great. That's fine. We're big fans of the Pinty series, and one of the things that we can definitely say about this series is it almost feels like Pinty's light. I think the competition is so good, but maybe just not everybody knows about it. So why is it that you think that this is the series for you to be driving in right now?
I agree exactly what you said. We are almost just like under that Pinty series. You got series like APC and Pinty's, they're all over, right? And it's like, what's the reason that we're not? And personally, honestly, our car counts are great. Our competition, fans come watch us. It's a great show. We put on a good show. All the guys are respectful. It's great competition. The cars are, the same thing as the Pinty's cars, essentially. So you already know it's a quick pace race, right? 100 lappers, which you don't get in a lot of series, which is, attracts fans. We're a traveling series, which also is huge, right? Now, my opinion on why we aren't at that next level, our TV coverage isn't there. If we had someone like G-Force come in and, get a TV package going for us, I think that would be huge. They could turn our series into something as big as the APC series. Like we could be in competition with them and, do double headers and huge weekends, right? And it'd bring more sponsors and more fans and like it just bring Canadian racing up to that next level that it should be at, because the racers are there. The passion's there. I think it just takes that one person. And, we got a new guy running our series now, which is great. Maybe, some things will change for the better, hopefully. I'd love to see the series go to the next level. But, as is it the series for me, I think it's great starting point for myself. I love the series and that. Obviously, I'm, as a team and myself, we're always looking the next level. We want to build. We want to keep going. We don't want to get comfortable completely where we're at. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But as for the series, though, I mean, we got 3 cars in it now. Like, I think the series has tons of potential.
It absolutely does.
I think we're on the same point with the same, belief. We love seeing great oval racing, great racing, and we've been lucky because Pedal Power, shout out to Pedal Power, put some of these clips of the races on YouTube. Yeah. And that's been lucky enough to catch some of the racing. And it is. You've also got names in this series that I think you can lean on because they are legends of racing.
Absolutely.
I want to specifically talk about that number 43 that's out on that racetrack. I cannot believe you are sharing the track with Bob Merrifield and he's still racing after all this time. That's what I think is a great balance, right? Do you find that you have a garage that's full of people that have done it all and you can just go and ask any of them? Or are they more, no, I don't want to tell the young kid because I don't want him to outrun me?
Yeah.
Honestly, it comes and goes. I've known Bob Merrifield since before I could walk. Wow. I sat in his race car. Him and my grandfather were as close as can be. Honestly, I think it's great. I give Bob all the respect in the world. I think it's awesome being able to run against someone like that with all the knowledge and the years of racing and who he is. I think it's unreal. And as to walking up to the guys, and, I think everybody respects me. I've always been trying to gain everybody's respect. I wouldn't just walk up and, act like some big shot that I'm not, because, I got to gain the guys' respect. And yeah, they know my dad, but I'm different, right? I'm myself. So at the track, always just shaking the guys' hands, gain the respect, trying to, learn everybody, learn how they race, learn the guys, and just not only giving them the respect off the track, but on the track too. If they're faster than you, you know what? You let them have that lane. If you're on lap 2 of 100 laps, right? Little things like that, just to gain the respect from the guys. But for the most part, the guys in our series are pretty good and respectful towards the young guns. So,
Junior, that's not the only discipline that's near and dear to your family. Talk about midgets and what they mean.
What's that?
The midgets are also near and dear to your family too, right? Talk about other disciplines other than just the National Stock Car Series.
Yeah, so we just hooked up with Corey Whitham this year with the Can-Am Midget. So actually my dad's coming out and he's going to be turning some laps in it. And we're excited. I'm going to be able to turn some laps, hopefully run a few races. It's going to be a complete different animal, and that's what I'm looking forward to. It's something new, something that we haven't done as a family, really. We've never been Can-Am racing. It's going to be wild. I'm sure you guys have seen them. It's a great show. They're fast. They're loud. They're like a sprint car on an oval track, right? So we're excited. It's going to be a learning curve. We're just going out. I'm going out there myself for some seat time, learn the cars. Obviously, we're going to try and, be competitive in that as much as we can. Now, as for my dad, I don't know what his plan is, but I think he'll be pretty good in it. He's got the years behind his belt, so he should do okay, I think. We'll see though. He might get chirped for it, but
so
fun. It'll be fun to do though, if nothing else though, right?
Exactly, absolutely. Either way, we're turning laps in them, and I'm pumped for it.
Yeah, seat time too.
Yeah, that's the big thing is the seat time. We run 8 races across Ontario in our series. It's at that point where I got to start, being in the car
a little more.
Yeah, I got to be in something, a decent amount if we want to keep moving up the scale, right? So that's where I'm at. I'm excited to just get the seat time, practice. Cool. That's huge.
Nice.
So if you do better than your dad, bragging rights, or
absolutely,
I get something a little bit better.
He keeps making comments about me not fitting in it because I'm a little bit bigger than him. So I'm starting to question if he's a little bit nervous as to how good I'm going to do compared to him. We'll see though, but
rattle the old man's cage a little.
Oh yeah. No, he'll be hearing it from everyone, not just me.
Nice.
Yeah.
If that happens, we'll see.
Now, did you get the opportunity to race with your dad in the Lucas Oil series?
I have not. No, we've, when I was a kid, other than doing hot laps together kind of stuff, I've never raced against or with my dad ever.
Is that something that's, a Hryniuk duel down the line? Or
I would love to.
Yeah.
For him, I don't know, but I would love to. I think it'd be cool. It'd be an experience. I've always watched my dad from behind the fence. I've never been on the track with him like that. So I think that would be, I think he should. I think you guys should bring it up to him and get it in his head, stir it up in there. But no, I would turn it down for sure. I wouldn't. I think it'd be great both ways, because he always chirps me all my bad things I do on the track. Well, I want him to be behind me when he's watching all those bad things. So
right. Well, yeah. At least you might not be on the track with your old man, but you got a couple of good teammates with you this year. It sounds like you're a passionate and focused group. That's it doesn't have to be a 500-person organization to have success. If you got a bunch of focused guys that all love to hang around with each other and have a common goal, it's a recipe for success, man.
No, absolutely. I agree. We make it a weekend thing, right? It's not just about racing, it's about the family time. It's about all the people that are around and that. So it's good. It has its benefits, racing.
And as a dad myself, I mean, taking the kids to the track, that's one of my favorite things, like getting them hooked on racing. And now them missing it so bad that, man, we can't wait to get there. And when we do, we'll be loud and proud in the stands for you boys.
Yeah, I got a spot on my team for a new pit crew, so I might be calling your boy up.
Oh, man. Well, they're athletic, I'll tell you that. So they would love to hear that. They'll watch this for sure. So thanks for that.
You got to get the spare tires out to get them to start lifting tires just to make sure.
Yeah.
We change snow tires and summer tires all the time. 5 on, 5 off.
Yeah, I remember being a kid playing with the air gun. It fired me up. It was like you're at the track.
I still do it myself. Like that's what I said. If I could, I'll pull back up for somebody. I can nail 5 on, 5 off pretty good. I do it with truck tires too. 12 on, 12 off.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like the boys are getting a shot of the pit crew. It sounds like I'll throw my back out. I just came from the chiropractor. I'll observe. I'm better as a fan now. I got to know when to bow out. So. I just look at lifting a tire and I throw my back out. So
I'm the dad now too. So I want what's best for the kids. So yeah, we'll talk about that come summer, hopefully, when we can all be together at the track, man. So thanks a lot, Mike Jr. This has been a killer time.
No, thank you guys. I appreciate it, and keep killing it. I love what you guys are doing. You guys are, getting people involved in the racing community and, bringing people like us in. I appreciate it a ton.
Oh, you know what? Gotcha, man. Thank you.
The least we could do, you guys, your team has been one of our biggest supporters since we since we started this whole thing. With your dad and Mark, they've been exceptional, and we really want to see this series succeed because there are tons of companies that I think look at maybe sponsoring, and then they see the Pinty series and see, oh God, look how expensive that is. When you guys have a very, very
bang for the buck.
So we really want to see this succeed and want to get it on TV as well, and hopefully we can do some of the stickers and scuffs at the track, and we'll be able to get some footage of the 15 taking the lead and
some live stuff.
Hoping for that first win.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. I think last year having Chad McGlynn kind of run all over you and roll all over you.
Yeah,
maybe wasn't what you wanted, but we'll be hoping to see that 15, the 2, and of course 75 running all up front this year. Mikey, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Take care.
All right.
Yeah, you too, man. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.